Hey everybody, Gary with Basecamp Trading. Let's take a look at the ES futures and let's take a look at why the long side today was the best side to trade. Setups worked out the best. This is our 240 minute ES. And you can see that we were in an uptrend, and then last week on the 240s, you can see we actually broke the uptrend. We broke below this previous pivot low right here with a new pivot low, and at that point we had broken the uptrend. In order for this to go into a downtrend from an uptrend to a downtrend, we needed to put in a lower high. Well, we didn't do that. Instead, we actually reversed, went up and put in a higher high right here. This previous high was higher than this previous pivot high. So at this point, we really have no trend because we have a lower low and a higher high. The definition of a trend is either lower lows, lower highs, or higher highs, higher lows. But what we did end up doing was breaking back above this previous pivot high and then putting in a higher low. So now we do have an uptrend again. We have a higher high and a higher low. And this was triggering this morning. You can see we had this reversal doji right here. We came in this morning, bottoming tail, entire body of the bar was all buying. This is a really bullish bar right here. 5 and 13 crossed to the upside, above the 50, above the 200, above the cloud, and we triggered a bullish inflection. When we broke above this previous price bar's high, we triggered a bullish inflection on momentum. So that's a bullish momentum signal. We had a bullish chart pattern. That reversal doji triggered to the upside, had a bullish chart pattern and an overall bullish chart with all of our moving averages to the upside. So we had a bullish 240 minute chart. So that definitely has us thinking long. And then here's our 30-minute chart. And you could see this morning, right in here was the US session. We're actually getting a little bearish price action. On a 30-minute chart, we were actually making a lower low, lower high, lower low. But then we ended up turning around and heading back the other way. And this was a really bullish bar right here, this reversal bar. We opened right here at the bottom, closed at the top, and closed with the entire body being almost all buying and above our moving averages. Come into the US session, and now we have a bullish chart. Our 5 and 13 are to the upside, 50 above the 200, price above the cloud, and our momentum shifted from bearish to positive. So we had a bullish 30-minute chart. Right in here was the stock market open was actually this bar right there, and you can see off the open pushed down a little bit but then left the bottoming tail, and the entire body of this bar was all buying. You are already overall bullish with bullish moving averages and bullish momentum, and from the market open the ES just continued to push higher. We had a bullish 240-minute chart, a bullish 30-minute chart. So we're definitely looking for our setups to the long side. I mean, no reason to be short. Your 240-minute chart was suggesting higher, 30-minute chart suggesting higher. No reason to be looking for trades to the short side. This is the Unirenko chart, which is our primary trading chart, because we are able to look at what's happening on our higher time frame charts, take our entries off of this chart because our risk is much lower. And you can see that this morning on this chart we had a trend reversal breakout. As you can see, we were actually in a downtrend, a pivot, lower high, lower low, lower high. But then right here we actually put in this pivot. It wasn't a higher high because the previous higher high was here, but then we ended up putting in a higher low. Same thing on momentum. We had a pivot, not a higher pivot high. Previous pivot high was here. Put in a higher low, broke above. So now on the Renko chart, we're in an uptrend. We have a bullish 240-minute chart at this point, a bullish 30-minute chart at this point. So again, your long trades were the direction to look. Had a nice wick off the 18 here, pushed higher, got a little extended, little bearish divergence, made a pullback, got a nice momentum reset. You can see right here we had a fast line zero touch. That's what this arrow is indicating. That's the fast line on our MQ momentum, which is the blue line. You can see we came back to the zero line, so now we have plenty of room for momentum to accelerate our trade in the direction we want to go. Make another push higher, pulled back, set up a wick out of the cloud, pushed higher, little tiny pullback, another wick off the 18, another wick off the 18, another wick off the 18, on up to target. So, I mean, these are just little one bar pullbacks. You know, you probably had already gotten in. No reason to really get out. But if you did, you know, you got plenty of entry opportunities. Our target was 43.7250. We hit that, made a little pullback, and now we're running back up there again. And ES could continue to go higher because, again, we have a bullish 240-minute chart, a bullish 30-minute chart, all suggesting that the ES could go higher. But all in all, some pretty decent opportunities to the upside on the ES, and based on our higher time frame charts, really no reason to look for anything except long setups. We know that when we're in confluence with those higher time frame charts, that the probabilities of our shorter time frame charts working out and giving us potential for profit go up significantly, and that's how the morning played out on the ES today.